9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey everybody, Ruben here at Aztec Archery and Aztec Archery on Facebook. Okay, so today I'm making currently my third and final Pyeon Jeong today, which is the little short Korean arrows from a wood dowel. And hopefully I can do this fast enough and get some shooting in before it gets dark tonight. So first two I made with turkey feathers, the third one I'm making with duck feathers. So basically what I'm doing is trimming the duck feathers, that I'm taking them, cutting them in half right down the center of the quill, getting it all lined up, getting it nice and straight. I have a system for preparing my feathers, or fletchings. And I got my little fletching jig here I made from PVC. Got the idea from Mick Tomihama, the backyard boyer. Although it's not quite exactly like his, it serves its purpose. And I kind of made it on the fly so I can do this project. Alright. So now I've got that into my jig. I am going to take my my sander, and I'm going to sand this area down completely flat and get it all nice and cleaned up. I'm using 120 grit sandpaper, so hold on a second. That's it. Doesn't take very long, and I've done it a few times so I know when to stop and how much pressure to use. But you get that nice flat surface, so when you mount your fletchings onto your arrows, and in this case the Pyeon Jeong, it's a lot easier to glue. And they're very semi-fragile, so when you pull them out, be careful not to squeeze the quill too hard. You might crease it, and then that would just mess the whole thing up. Okay, I got that one. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do my other one off camera, and then I'll come back to you when I do the mounting. Okay, now that I got my fletchings done, I'm preparing my shaft. The field points and the nocks that I buy from a local archery store, they're tapered on the inside. So what I did was I went to my hardware store and I bought a pencil sharpener that's used to sharpen the larger carpenter's pencils. And what I do is I just stick it in there and I just sharpen away. Now as you're doing this, try to keep it as straight as possible, because the taper on the inside of either the knock or the field point is really, if it's not straight, it's going to tip to one side or the other. And so that's basically it. And I like to cut a little bit more off the tip here to make it really sharp, for the sake that it'll go further into the shaft. So first things first, gonna make sure that will go in fine. Look at that. Make sure that it stays straight when you turn it like this. And if that's gonna work, then what I did was I take some hot glue, not string, spot of hot glue. When it decides to come out, right inside there, the field point. Take it in there, spin it around, round. Push it down really hard. And then sometimes I just get a hammer and give it some nice, couple of good taps. Make sure it's in there. Check my center. Yep, still centered. Cool. Now we're going to go on to doing the fletching. So we're not going to put our knock on. That's going to be last. So once again, I use the hot glue to do my fletchings with. So first I just take a spot of hot glue, put it at the very bottom, and that's the end that's going to be facing towards the head, and just place it onto the shaft. Before it hardens and dries up, check it real quick, make sure it's straight, and then kind of push it down a little bit with your fingers as much as you can on the quill. So you see how that's staying there right now? That's the first. So the second one, you want to do it directly across. I'm only using 2 on this. I mean, I've seen them use 3, but I'm using 2. I'm just testing it out. Okay. Alright, one more time. Hold it the right way. That would help. Spot. Not a whole heck of a lot. And I just run it up and down about an inch. Place it there. Place it straight. Push it down. Use my thumb and my nail. Straighten it out. So now we got both the fletchings mounted. We got an overcast. We're expecting rain tonight. So that's why I lost some of my sunlight, which really sucks. And it's only 4:40 in the afternoon here in California. Okay, so now we're going to finish our fletching job. So we know it's straight on the bottom, so we're just going to take a little dab, run it up the quill. Whatever decides to come out, come on. Alright. And then just pink right onto the shaft. That's that quill there. It's pretty. Okay, repeat the same process with the second one. Come on. There it goes. Up the shaft, up the quill. Adhere to the shaft. And bingo. You're done there, that part. So now you know they're perfectly vertical or in line with one another. Then I can take my knock and put that on. Just make sure that's going to stay on straight. Look at your knock. Okay. Spot of hot glue in there. And I use the extra strength hot glue, not just a regular hot glue. Okay, and just push the knock on the end of that. Kind of Wipe up some of the excess glue. That already hardened. Wow. Must be getting cold out here. Okay. Second to final thing, what I do is I take a utility razor and I cut a little bit off of the front of the fletchings right here, so I can wrap them. So if there's ever a problem, well, not a problem, I don't want the fletching lifting up when I shoot these gosh darn things and have these feathers, quills in my hand. That will not be fun. So I just take a little bit, expose just a little bit, not a whole heck of a lot. And I run that razor right over the top. I mean, just a few of them, I don't know what you would call part of the feather fins or whatever, so you can see some of the quill is exposed there. So then I would take, last one I did was with plastic baling wire. This is some needlepoint thread, yarn, whatever the ladies call it. Alright, once again, a little spot of hot glue. I gotta work faster now since we're getting a cool breeze. Alright, so hot glue the end down to the shaft. Make sure that's straight, wait a couple seconds, and just start making my revolutions around that the end of the quill. I don't recall if I've ever seen this done somewhere, or is this just something I thought of in my head. But this is what I do, and I just go round and round, wrap it, and just get past the quills as well. So there's a smooth transition when it passes from the agate saw to my hand. I go around once, make kind of like a square knot on it. That's the square knot becomes kind of like a stopper. Pull that tight, not to break the string. And then once again, take a spot of hot glue. And seal it down. Take my scissors, cut it, and that part's finished. Last and final part is I want to trim the fletchings. So what I like to do is I take my scissors and I start from the very tip of the fletching here, and then I just work my way down as close as I can to the shaft. And these are duck feathers, in case I didn't mention that, so they're a lot softer than turkey. Okay, last one. So here we go. So this is my third. This is the second one I made. It's a little shorter. And then this is the first one I made from my previous video. So I've got 3 of them here. And let's see if I can get some shooting done tonight. Be right back. Well, gentlemen, unfortunately, as soon as I get done, it starts raining. Good golly, this sucks. Oh well, try it again tomorrow. Okay. Heck with the rain. I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot 6 times. 3, you can see me. I'm shooting the agate, the Pyeon Jeong with the agate saw. The profile. See how the arrows go. So, toughing it out for you, Ken. But you want to see the little shorty arrow go through the half stick thing. Not very proficient at this yet. Seems the ones with the longer shafts work a lot better than the one with the short shaft. This is the one with the duck feather. And as promised, I'm using the bow I got from Caleb Sutherland. So Caleb, I hope you appreciate this. Alright, let's change the view. Watch the scene 3 shots again.